You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, GH fans. So we saw Jason Morgan saving Ava Jerome's life in a big twist. But you know what would be even more twisted? If they got involved. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I want to talk about why pairing Ava with Jason could be just what General Hospital needs right now. So let's dig in. What I enjoyed most on that recent episode was Ava being blindsided by Jason, of all people, riding to her rescue like a dark knight in his black t-shirt. I was definitely pleasantly surprised by this unlikely scenario, and we could all see Ava was surprised. We were all surprised. If we ever expected to see Jason with Ava in the Pine Barrens, I think we all assumed it would be for him to do away with her and bury her in a shallow grave on Sonny's orders. So what was doubly delightful to me about Jason being the one to save Ava was that Christina Corinthos came to Jason last week, basically asking him to whack Ava for her. And, Christina already asked Daddy Dearest to do it, but Sonny told her hard pass on that. He has his reasons. And Alexis, of course, was scared that Sonny was going to do it and completely appalled, but he wasn't. He wasn't going to give in to Christina. And fortunately, Alexis and Sonny were on the same page about not killing her. So I suspect when Christina finds out Jason actually went out of his way to save Ava, she's probably going to have a hissy fit. That's pretty much a lot of what this new version of Christina is doing lately. And she's still pushing her delusion that Ava shoved her out a window and Christina wants her dead. And on Thursday's episode, when she finds out that Jagger's dead, Christina is entirely pleased. And her feeling is one down, one to go. That's why she got the gun. She wanted to kill them both. So she definitely still wants Ava dead. But with John Cates murdered by Sonny and the PCPD looking closely at everybody around him, Christina getting all murdery is a really, really bad idea right now. However, it'd be pretty interesting if she came after Ava and then Jason saved her again. All right? So let's switch gears for a second, talk about Stone Cold for just a minute. If you remember, which you probably do, Jason has had zero love interest since his return. Not a kiss, not a roll in the hay, nothing. And with Liz possibly juggling Rick and Lucky soon, after Lucky's little flashback about Liz, she's busy. Sam's about to die, so that's two of his exes unavailable. And Jason put Carly pretty much in the friend zone, and now she and Sonny are back in each other's orbits, so, another ex unavailable. So are they going to keep Jason celibate until Steve Burton's contract ends? If not, they got to find him a woman from among the current character canvas or bring in somebody new when we've already got a very crowded cast list that they've just brought more people into recently. So I think an unlikely pairing of somebody that Jason has never been with, like Ava, could be just the ticket. I mean, if they don't give Jason a love interest soon, it's getting, more and more apparent that Steve Burton's comeback has been largely a waste of time and money. There was that initial ratings boost, and now they're back on the downslide. And at present, Jason's back to being Sonny and Carly's lapdog third wheel, which is the past all over again. But Jason and Ava, that could be a whole vibe. And as much as Jason needs some romance in his life, a woman in his bed, Ava needs some romance in her life and a guy in her bed that's not going to try and kill her later. We all watched Sonny kill Jagger, and Jagger and Sonny both are the closest things that Ava's had to a love interest in a minute. John Cates spent a couple of nights in Ava's hotel room, I presume also in her bed. And before that, Sonny was the object of Ava's very weird and ill-advised crush. That was just bizarre. So just think about how it would be to see Jason and Ava get together. together. They're both experienced with the mob, even though both of them are technically out of it now. They're both killers, although his body count is higher than hers. I do think hers is a little more vicious than his. They're age appropriate, they're both attractive, and putting Ava with Jason wouldn't be repeating any stale pairing from the past. And there's also the fact that, to me, I saw major chemistry between Steve Burton and Maura West in their scenes this week. And of course, Ava was dubious at first, but then thrilled to see Jason ride to her rescue. And then when he decided to call the police, instead of arguing, Ava just stepped back, let him take charge of things. And Jason likes to be a take charge guy, and Ava was okay with that. He even arranged for Diane Miller to come rep them both. I thought it was really funny when Diane called Ava his +1. Maybe that was foreshadowing, I will acknowledge that Jason didn't go looking for Ava because he gave a darn about her. No, he went to save her to help Sonny, because with Ava dead, as Jagger planned, she couldn't recant the statement that he forced her to make about Christina attacking her. So Jason wasn't really there on Ava's behalf, but she is grateful nonetheless. And of course, he knows Christina wants her dead. So I'm guessing Jason may be keeping an eye on that situation too. I don't see Ava getting, wined, dined, or wooed by Jason. Instead, I could see them bickering, taking oppositional stances with each other, and then something happens. One of them snaps, things get tense. Jason grabs her, they kiss, and, explosions, get them in the sheets when neither of them expected to go there. The kind of thing where Ava's like, that was fun, but it can't happen again. He agrees. But then Jason can't stop thinking about how hot it was, and Ava can't either. And then, of course, if they went this route, they'd have to keep it secret because, oh my gosh, people in Port Charles, they would have brain aneurysms if they knew that Jason was in Ava's bed. Keeping it a secret, of course, could make it even hotter, all the sneaking around and everything. But then, it would inevitably get out and the reactions would be amazing. Sonny would look at Jason like he's lost his mind and tell him he let a viper into his bed. But Jason could deal with Sonny's dislike for Ava by telling him, it's just physical, it's not emotional, don't worry about it, The big reaction to see, though, would be Carly's. Oh, can you imagine how Carly would react if she found out Ava had been in Jason's bed? Oh, that would be gold. Remember a couple months back when Carly was telling Jason how jealous she was of Britt Westbourne and how she wanted to be that person for him, how she was jealous and, wanted the love and all that. Carly said all that, and Jason was kind of like, meh, okay. Non-committal, definitely hard friend zone, not like, oh, I want to be in love with you too. None of that. So I do not expect, Jason and Carly to happen. And I also don't expect any sort of sweeping, epic, romantic love story if they did decide to pair Ava with Jason. I think it would be more snarky, confrontational, kind of like how Brenda was with Jason, and they also had good chemistry. And just think of the smush names for them, Java, or if you want to be really fun, Avon. So we'll see how it goes, but checking out Soap's social media after the episode, I was not the only person intrigued who noticed their chemistry. And, maybe GH was considering it and was just kind of testing chemistry and testing fan reaction to seeing Jason and Ava together. And I loved it. I thought it was brilliant, and it's fresh and it's twisted, and I love twisted. So let me know what you think. Can you see Jason getting involved with Ava, or do you absolutely hate the idea? Let me know what you think. Drop your comments. Please subscribe if you're not following us, and definitely come back soon. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I'm talking General Hospital with you 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.